Hey everybody, today I'm going to be doing a comparison between the Mission Inhaler FZ0s and the Mission Inhaler FZ3s. Now I already have videos on both of these skates, so here they are. This is the successor to the NLS lineup, and this is Mission's newest line. Before this line it was the NLS lineup, which was narrower, so a narrower footpath compared to these. They widened them up a little bit so that they're more comfortable if you have wider feet. The NLS lineup was pretty much the narrowest skate ever. These are the successor to the NLS, as I already said, and I'm going to start out with the bottom of the skates on both of them, and then I'm going to work my way up and tell you some of the differences between them and maybe which one you should buy. And also go over like the different pricing of them and just talk about everything about the skates. So let's get into it. Okay, so starting off with at the bottom, I don't have any wheels on these skates. These are my FZ0s right here. I'll go ahead and show you what they look like. And so starting off with the wheels, I don't have any wheels on these skates right now, but you can see what they look like on my other video. I don't have the wheels on these skates right now, but I do have a single wheel that was on these skates. I used them for another pair of skates. They are Lebeda Addiction wheels. They are my favorite wheel on the market. They had this new teal color coming out, or that came out just for this line of, or this skate in particular. So, and they also have Swiss bearings. So Swiss LE bearings is what they're called, to be precise. They're Mission's best bearing, and I believe they're some of the best bearings on the market in general. They are amazingly fast, especially once you break them in and maybe eventually you put speed cream in them or something, and then they'll end up being faster once they break in again because of the oil. So these are my favorite wheels and bearings, and yeah, that's the FZ0 wheel and bearing. Now you can see what the skate looks like on my other video with all the wheels on it and everything, so yeah, you can go check that out. Alright, so this skate has Lebeda Union wheels on them. I'll go ahead and show you those up close. I didn't show you these because they're just really dirty. Right here you can't really see anything. So yeah, they are very grippy wheels still. They're about $9 a wheel if you get them separately from the skate. They're really good wheels. They're grippy. I haven't personally rode them. This is just stuff I've heard from my mom and my brother. These are my mom's skates. My brother also rides Unions. But I don't have any personal experience with Union wheels. I know that they're a really good wheel though still, so yeah. ABEC 9 bearings are the second from the best bearings in general. Obviously with different companies you have variation. High-low ABEC 9 bearings, and so that's Mission's second best bearing they actually make. They're very good bearings. They aren't as good as this just because they're a lower end bearing. Given that this skate, I believe, cost $350, and this skate costs $1,050 now. So, these skates right here, going on to the chassis now. So, when you have cheaper, or when you have on all the junior skates, you're going to always have a double-sided nut, or a double-sided Allen right here, which means that it doesn't have the locking mechanism like a lot of skates have, or a lot of Missions have, like this right here. See, it has a little lock thing right there, and a nut will just go in there and it'll lock, and then you'll only screw the side in right here. So it doesn't have that, so you will need 2 Allen wrenches if you are going to take this skate's wheels off. So that's one downside of it, but that's on all junior skates. If you do get bigger skates, these will have locking nuts. These will have locking nuts, so yeah. Also, this skate right here cannot come in junior sizes. This is only senior sizes. For some reason, I guess Mission doesn't think that there's enough demand, or there isn't enough demand to make their top of the line skate in junior sizes. So if you're going to be a junior size, then you can't get FZ0s. But this skate over here will have locking nuts, like I said, if it is not a junior size. So 6 and over is senior, size 6 and over. They do size a size and a half big. So for example, if you're a size 10, then you're going to be a size 8.5 in skates. I don't really find that that's that accurate, since I am I am a shoe size 11, and I do ride size 8 skates. I haven't fully started using these yet, but once I grow into them all the way, I will start using these. I'm still riding my AC1s, so yeah. So the frame. The frame is going to be a 2-piece chassis on the FZ3 here. It's also going to have these double-sided wheel nuts or wheel bolts on the FZ3. So you will need 2 Allens if you are going to take your wheels off, which you eventually will need to tighten your wheels or do something like that. So that's one downside, but if you get seniors, then you're going to have locking ones. So yeah. Also, it has a 2-piece chassis, which means that it will just be a little bit heavier than a 1-piece chassis like this. So this is a Kryptonium chassis. If you can see, it has all these cutouts in it. So that makes it a lot lighter. It's all aluminum. And it's the Kryptonium chassis. This is the best chassis Mission/Bauer makes. And yeah, that's the chassis. Going on to the outsole, you can see it has a carbon fiber looking outsole. I don't believe this is actually carbon fiber since they don't say it is, and these companies will let you know if it is carbon fiber. So yeah, here's the outsole on the FZ3s. Once they go ahead and put those stickers all over all the skates so that when you try to take them off, it leaves gooey crap all over your skates. So that's the outsoles. Outsoles, you're not really going to notice much besides looks. You will get power transfer differently. On a stiffer skate, you'll get more power transfer into the ground, which means you'll be a little bit faster and it'll be less of your frame flexing around and stuff like that. So it is better, but you shouldn't notice too much. I wouldn't worry about power transfer that much. So the boot is where it really matters though. So you can see here on the FZ0, it's got carbon composite boot construction. So this is just a relatively new material that they're starting to use on skates. I believe it's kind of like carbon fiber. You can listen to that if I knock it here. That you can hear that. So this has the inhaler toe cap. So this is what makes it inhaler for the most part, is the inhaler toe caps. This vent on the side, this vent on the other side, and the tongue. So this is the 5-piece true vented tongue. Now, they've been using the true vented tongue for a very long time, ever since the T10 skate. And now, I'll go ahead and show you the inside of the skate here. It's got all these holes, and why they call it true vented tongue is when you're skating, this will attack the air in front of you and it'll push air through there. I don't know if I really feel like it does that much, but then again, I haven't really rode any other skates that aren't inhalers. So, but this is the best for me just because I like the rest of it. I don't really know if I feel like the inhaler part in specific does anything. So I'll go ahead and now show you the venting on this skate over here. But first I'm going to talk about the boot construction. So this is just your normal boot construction. This, you can hear this. They do sound very different. I'll show you this one again so you can hear them both. So this is a much softer skate, but softer skates can be better if you're not going to bake them, for one, and also if you're for comfortability. So just in general, a softer skate usually is going to be a more comfortable skate right out of the box. They don't have as long of break-in and all of that good stuff that comes with hockey skates. So now I'm going to show you what the vents look like. It has the same toe vent, which all of the inhaler series does. It has a vent over here, just like the FZ0s. It has a vent right here. The only thing that's missing is the tongue, the true vented tongue. So I don't really feel like that does that much. Like I said, all that happens with these vents on the sides is the air comes through here and comes out here supposedly. Doesn't really do much. So yeah, that's that. So now I'm going to be talking about the insides of the boots and what you're going to get as far as comfortability and stuff like that. With both of these skates, they have widened the skates a few millimeters compared to the last generation, which was the NLS series, and I feel like they've really upgraded everything about the skates. So in the last generation, with the top of the line skate, you got the wheels that they had like two different hardness sizes, two different hardnesses on both sides of the wheel. So that you could change it and have different speeds and grippiness and stuff like that. I never tried them, but they do give you problems with rotating your wheels. They don't use them on this they didn't use them on this generation. I'm glad they went back to Lebeda wheels. Mission went back to Lebeda wheels. They were at Revision with Revision for a long time, and they finally just went back to Lebeda wheels on this generation. Lebeda is so much better than Rink-Rat and Revision. Less Revision and more Rink-Rat, in my opinion. So Revision is still a very nice wheel. I just don't think that those specific wheels are going to be very good for most people. So going on to the interior. Here's the interior of the Mission Inhaler FZ0. You can see it there. Now, they have gotten rid of the quilted look like they had in NLS 1, which I actually prefer. I like how this one looks a lot better on the inside than the NLS 1 and 2s. The NLS 2s, once again, were the previous generation. They were all black skates, and they had a black interior, and I like how this one looks more. I'll go ahead and show you the footbed. This is a new footbed for this skate here. What it is it's got like this sticky silicone crap on it. I haven't really rode the skates that much, so it will grip your foot a little bit better. I don't know how much it's actually going to do once you start. After skating for a long time on this, it could start to get sweaty, and yeah, that may be a downside if it starts to get slick or anything like that. So now I'll show you the inside of this skate. A very nice interior still. If you're going for bang for your buck, these skates, the FZ3s, are way better skates for your money. So these skates are going to be better, but as you get more and more expensive skates or better skates in the lineups, it starts to get more and more minimal improvements as you go higher into the lineup. So, but if you're looking for the all-out just best skate, I would recommend this. Still, I believe, way better bang for your buck. Also, these laces are not factory laces on either of these skates. These are Elite Hockey waxed laces. So if you watch my other videos, you'll know that I don't really dig A&R waxed pro laces, I believe they're called. They wax all over these exact skates right here. So the boots will be a lot stiffer. You can see me crushing this boot. They're a lot stiffer on the FZ0. All around, you're going to get a better boot. You're also going to get more customization with this skate. Right here, you can get all these heel chips, so you can play with that if you want. Also, you're not going to get a lot of those. You're going to get this one still, which is still better than nothing. If you like to change your skates up, I feel like it's minimal change of how the skate looks, but whatever. Let me know which skate you think is better. I'll go ahead and show you the abrasion pads here. Here's what the abrasion pad looks like on this. It doesn't look how like on the DS skates. After the DS skates, they dumped the old-fashioned, or not old-fashioned, the old school wear patches, and now they use these new looking ones. They use these right here on the NLSs, on all the NLS skates. Now they went back to more of like a T lineup style of abrasion patch. So this is very hard. It's not going to wear very fast. Same goes with those. They're not going to wear fast at all. They're stitched in very well, so they're not going to come off like the DS skates will, most likely, unless you do something weird and are hockey stopping on asphalt and tearing it up every other turn or something. That's my comparison between the Mission FZ0 and the Mission Inhaler FZ3. Make sure you go check out both of my other viral videos, my other viral reviews of both of these skates, and I will link both of those in the description. Let me know what you guys think of both of these skates. Let me know what you guys like, and thanks for watching. Bye.